Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of our war recap for win number 130. We're going to really have to rip right into this because we have still plenty of attacks to show you. We're going to start off with Stormborn. He is going against their number 9, Stormborn being one of our Town Hall 10s. So he is able to drop down and flex his muscle here on Town Hall 9. We do have a Golem here in the CC. You don't normally see Golems in the CC. It's something that I get why people do it, because that way a poison spell doesn't render it completely useless, but a golem and an air attack is going to be completely useless anyways. Was able to draw it out with one giant and then a couple archers up there to distract it long enough for the kill squad to be able to enter in on this base. So this is an absolutely great strat here by Santosh to use. Does have a jump and a rage now to be able to get himself into the core. He is going to go ahead and go for both air defenses and also the enemy queen. That way he has what looks to be probably 3 hounds and 16 loons with a rage, a bunch of haste here to be able to take care of this base as quickly as possible. The golem's made his way back into this attack, but the ground part of this attack is now over. We have nothing but air left here. We do have a hound going in, starting from onto that west-north air defense. We have 2 hounds now down on it. Plenty of loons now under haste to be able to get their way to that air defense as quickly as possible. We have 1 hound that has now been popped. The second hound still has a decent amount of life left, so those loons are going to be able to get to it just before that hound dies. And as you see here, now we have 2 hounds going in on that very last air defense, picking up the rest of those air bombs so those loons don't hit it. And as you see here, we have 1 hound that is about to die, and that hound does get popped, but the loons go ahead and take care of that last air defense. And as you see here, we only have a couple of defenses left, still plenty of loons. And even though we have the hound that did not get popped, he did an awesome job on this attack. Did even save a couple loons here for cleanup. So that's how great this attack was. He was able to save loons for cleanup and have a hound not get popped, and he was still able to 3-star it very easily. It's a good job there by Santosh. Next attack we're going to look at here is Swag Nasty. He is going against their number 10, and Swag does have 30 hogs on this attack. So he's really going to use his hogs for the majority of this base to take care of it. In the meantime, he's actually entering his kill squad in from the opposite side of the queen. That's not something you normally see, but if the base calls for it, you do it. And we do see here that unimaginative Town Hall 9 Dragloon CC that his troops are going to be able to take care of very quickly. 1 loon is already down. Does have a queen engaging in that drag and second loon. Second loon is now down. We have that drag that's still left, and that queen is going ahead and starting engaging it now. In the meantime, we do already have the hogs in. Did run over a double giant bomb, but he ran over them one at a time because he went in at the absolute perfect angle, so he's able to get his hogs through that double giant bomb without worrying about them dying. In the meantime, he has all 3 heals being dropped on the west side of this base, pretty much all overlapping each other. So he was really working on keeping his kill squad staying north in this attack and not veering off to the side, and use those hogs to funnel them in perfectly. We do have that 1 defense left. Poison was dropped down perfectly to take care of the remaining skellies. Now we have nothing but cleanup left. This was a beautiful attack here by Swag, really doing some excellent work on this base, absolutely destroying this Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9. Great job here by Swag. The next attack we're going to look at is by Bjorn circa 1999 going against Ken. And as you see here, what looks to be Ken kept his troll base up. He may have forgotten to change it before the war started. That's the one thing. If you're going to use a troll base, you make sure to change it. He did not. Bjorn exposed this extremely flawed base perfectly. We do have that town hall sitting there all by itself. Just 1 wizard is able to take care of it to at least get that 1 star. In the meantime, we do have a core of 4 air defenses and 2 Expos being exposed because Bjorn went ahead and took that Earthquake. So this was a very, very good call on this base. Still has 2 heals and 1 Rage to be able to get his way the rest of the way through this base. Did already use a Rage and now also used one of the heals, so we do have 1 heal still left to be able to use into the core of this base. Does have 9 Volks, so those Volks are going to be used underneath that heal more than likely. There they go to take care of that core. So this core is now going to be pretty much done and over with. He is now going in with a Surgical Hog for the back end of this, stretching all the way from northwest to northeast with these hogs, and they are sitting here doing excellent work here. We do still have plenty of Volks here in the core, breaking walls, breaking hearts, and the hogs are doing the rest of the work here. We only have 1 defense left. It is that Tesla. That Tesla is now down. We have nothing but cleanup left here. This is an awesome attack here by Bjorn. Really did an awesome job. Has a king, has a queen, has Volks, has hogs, has archers, a plethora of different troops here still left, really destroying that base. Great job. The next attack we're going to look at here was made by the Beefcake. He is going against number 12. And Beefcake being in Town Hall 10, he was really able to assert himself onto the space and take care of it very, very quickly. As you see here, we do have a Town Hall 9 Dragloon CC that Terra's went ahead and lured out. He's going to go in with 1, 2, and 3 golems, all on the north to the west side of this base. Does have all those wizards in between them all funneling them in. Does have a jump and 2 EQs. More than likely you're going to see that jump early in this attack, and the EQ is probably going to be used to soften up a wall, maybe even the town hall, just to make it a little bit easier to take out. There's that jump. It's going to be able to get his troops into the core as quickly as possible here. And now under a rage spell, that Expo is now down. Still plenty of golems here in the core, really absolutely ripping it apart. We do have a P.E.K.K.A. and King over on the other side doing some excellent work, and the Queen is staying to the outside, keeping her health intact, and also taking out plenty of structures and defenses while she does it. Does have a couple skellies here to deal with. Those skellies are now down. That EQ was used to soften up a wall. Both EQs were used to soften up that wall. Still does have 2 hogs and a wizard left to drop. You're probably going to see those troops dropped here very soon, and there they go. The hogs have now made their way into this attack. Still has a wizard left to drop. But as you see here, his troops have done excellent work. The King and P.E.K.K.A. combination up there is really taking care of all those outer structures, distracting that wizard tower so those hogs are able to pick off that wizard tower. This was a beautiful attack. Has plenty of troops left for cleanup. So many troops he could probably attack this base again and at least get 2 stars on it. That is a great job there by Terra. Next attack we're going to look at here was made by Firestorm with his Max BK. Congratulations, Sweet. He is going against number 13. And as you see here, does have 2 dragons on this attack. With that outer edge queen, it looks like Sweet's going to use those 2 dragons to engage in that queen. That's probably the only reason you'll see a Town Hall 9 or take out a queen there. And as you see here, those dragons are now down, going right at that queen. Does have a rage, 2 heals, and a jump with a couple poisons. The rage is going to be used on these dragons. That dragon is now taking down that queen, while that queen takes out that drag simultaneously. Those dragons did their job. They're able to take care of that queen, and now he's able to start the shattered portion of this attack. Does have 2 golems going in from the south side. Has a nice wide spread on them. Those wizards are able to take out all those structures in between. And as you see here, that jump is now being placed down there to be able to get his troops there into the core. Does have that dragon from the Dragloon CC up front with the 2 loons trailing behind, because that drag was drawn out by his own drag, and since loons are not attracted to drags, the loons stayed in there a little bit longer. Does have the dragons and the loons underneath the poison. Loons go down first. Drag is on his way down. There he goes. And now, as you see here, he has taken care of a lot of the north and a lot of the south of this base, leaving a line of defenses going across the base to take care of. As soon as the Teslas pop up, he now has his hogs down. He has 9 hogs on one side. He's going to do 11 hogs on the other side. They're going to be able to converge here in the middle underneath the 2 heals that he has dedicated for them. First heal has been dropped. Second heal has been dropped. And as you see here, the hogs are absolutely just ripping this base apart. We still do have about 5 defenses or so to take care of, but those defenses are going to be no match for those hogs, who for the most of this battle have been under heals. 1 defense left. We have nothing but cleanup. Great job by Sui using a different attack that you're going to normally see, and did an absolutely awesome job doing it. This was beautiful. Watched this attack a couple of times. It was definitely one of my favorites. The next attack we're going to look at here was made by Aunt Louie, my sister. She is going against number 14, Khan. And as you see here, Khan does have a centralized CC, so she is going to have to be able to take out a few structures and defenses before that CC does get drug out. But as you see here, those hogs have done excellent work. She did go ahead and use quite a few hogs getting those defenses to be able to draw out the CC. We do see that Town Hall 9 standard Dragloon CC that she's going to go ahead and draw over with archers to the side of the base that she really wants to enter. That drag is now under poison. Those loons have now worked their way into the poison. Still has 1 more poison left. She can either drop on the CC or she can go and save it for Skellies. Since there are no defenses shooting at her CC kill, she elects to keep that poison, which is definitely a good call. Has her golems now down on the southwest side of the board. Queen has done some excellent work, really sectioning off that base so the wizards are not going to fly over there. Queen is now going into the core with the king. So luckily for her, the queen did not walk. She went ahead and went into the base, and in the meantime, you're going to see a whole large group of hogs going in on this base. The king has now used his ability. He is really ripping through the core with the queen staying on the outside, being shielded by all of those meat shields. In the meantime, the hogs are now working their way around this base clockwise, starting from the west side, and they've already destroyed about half of this base. Is teetering on getting that 2-star here already. King and queen with some witches and wizards are going ahead and engaging in that in that town hall. Town hall is now down. As you see here, still has plenty of troops left, well over 50%. Still has quite a few hogs left now under this hill. We have nothing but cleanup left. This was a beautiful attack on a kind of compact base here, and she was really able to expose it and just absolutely destroyed it. This was an amazing attack. Nice job by Star. The next attack we're going to look at was made by the Galactic Knight himself, me, Galaga, going against 15 Fire. And I've never faced this base in war. I've seen this farm base a lot, so I kind of knew where the traps and Teslas, bombs, and all of that would be. It could be a little bit different because it was a war base, but it was set up very, very similarly to the ones that we see normally on it. Did have nothing but loons in the CC, so I'm really glad that I drew out this CC because nothing but loons in a CC, it renders them useless, and it was able to keep a poison here to be able to use on the Skellies if needed. I have already started the shattered portion of this attack. Do have 2 golems going in with plenty of wizards to help funnel. Jump has now been dropped down. Very, very nice spot to where it's able to take care of 2 compartments and also be able to get into the core. BK and golems are already taking that jump. Queen is staying on the outside. It looks like she's going to do the P.E.K.K.A strut, but nevertheless, as you see here, if it's being featured as a Town Hall 9 attack, that means it was a 3-star. The golems and king have already made their way into the core. The hogs are now down on this battle here. We do have the north square already taken down, so we are working now on the northwest square. That one is already down, and we have the rest of the hogs now being brought down through other parts of this base. I'm going in with a surgical attack on this base. It's actually a very, very good call. Still plenty of hogs left, and not too many defenses left. Last heal has been dropped, and that last heal is covering all the remaining defenses. We have nothing but cleanup left on this attack. I definitely made quick work of this base. I do not suggest using an internet base, whether or not it's an internet farm base or an internet war base. If it's on the internet, that means there's a way to 3-star it, so I would highly suggest not using those internet bases. The last attack we're going to look at in this video is Swag Nasty, making his second appearance in here, going against the enemy number 16, Squall. And as you see here, this is a similar base in what you've seen their Town Hall 10s be set up with, where it has that completely open going around the core. Swag was really able to take advantage of it. He does have 13 hogs, did bring in P.E.K.K.A here, and it looks like he's going to use those rages early to be able to get his troops around this core as quickly as possible and to engage in that enemy queen. As you do see here, that Town Hall 9 Dragloon CC is in this battle. It's something that you see quite often, so Swag was probably definitely expecting that. As you see here, Swag is really ripped around this core very quickly. Already over 50% now, did get that first star. Town Hall is being engaged right now by witches and also his queen, so that Town Hall is not going to be lasting too much longer in this battle. We do have quite a few defenses left, but we do have a couple hogs here taking care of it. We do have witches making their way around this base. We do have still full health on the queen. The king has unfortunately passed on, but with all of those witches and that queen doing excellent work, he's making very, very quick work of this base. Does still have his max golem running around here, banging his head into the wall. Queen is shielded behind him, so she still has her max health, still has her ability to use, and with that 24 queen ability, she is definitely going to be able to really do some awesome work towards the end part of this attack. Does not have many defenses left and still has yet to use that queen ability. He is probably going to use it at any time now because Queen's health is slimming down. There it goes. Only 2 defenses now, 1 defense left. 99%, 100%, 3-star attack. Great job here by Swag Nasty, making a second appearance in this war and doing great work. That's going to do it for part 2 of the recap. We still have part 3 left, so if you're not going to tune in, have a wonderful day. Storm on.